Hey guys, after the double round week, round 28 is on the horizon. Let's start with the ups and downs of the double round week.
And here we are talking about the total credit difference based on the double round week, so both around 26 and 27. Let's see what we have, what are the top options based on the credits. So looking at that, we have here Lee continues to be very consistent since he joined the FES. Increased his credit by 1.1, very cheap, still at 8.5 credits, so we will surely go with Lee. We have Obst having a good double round week, increased by 1 credit his value, but still below the 11 credits, so still a quite nice price to pay for his value. Then here in this list we have Lundberg. Since he joined Maccabi, actually things are clicking for Maccabi, and we've seen they were able to do some big wins. Actually 2 wins in this double round week, and he was one of the factors. You see 38.5 fantasy points in 63 minutes, so a very important player for Maccabi. Just 9.1 credits, so on the very cheap side, so another good pick below the 10 credits. And then if we go on the more expensive side of things, we have Mike James. He continues to be the leader for Monaco, even though the issues they are facing recently. James is the go-to guy, 58 minutes playing time, 54 fantasy points in this double round week. Yes, he's really expensive, but he's worth the money, the 17.6 credits. And then about 2.5 credits less, we have Baldwin. Now we had an injury, serious injury in the Fenerbahce squad with Hall being out. So Baldwin will have to take even more responsibility, perhaps playmaking more, apart from the scoring that he always has. So we think 15.1 is a very decent choice. And then if we look on the right side for players that they are now on discount, for the same reason we just talked about Baldwin, we think the Colo will pick up potentially time and responsibilities. Yes, he is expensive, but still, you know, there is a discount, 0.6 less credits than it would be at the start of last week. So still a decent option. And finally, we're betting that Francisco will have a bounce back game after having a bad game last round. Now he's on discount of 0.4 credits with 17.7. So you see both of these players on the top of the value, still players that you can trust within. So with that, I would say there are a couple of more players not in this list that they had good games in this double round week and perhaps worth considering. One is Hiffy and the other is Brown from Partizan. Let's move on to forwards, and here we have Tubelis with 12.1 credits. Is becoming now a little bit expensive. Many of us have been using him since he was quite less, I think even below 10 credits at some point, but you know, he's quite good right now. And then we have on the cheap side of things, we have Para. This is mainly a pick because you could have someone that takes a lot of playing time with less than 7.5 credits. So this is more down to its price that has been actually increased by 0.9 credits since he had a very good game. And then we do have on the similar valuation, Osetkovsky. Recently with Penaroya, the new coach in Partizan, Osetkovsky is getting more playing time and he's been delivering on many stat lines, and that reflects on the fantasy points he gets. So his price is at 7.6 with a 0.6 increase, still a very decent choice, to build up your team around and allow you to have more expensive players, star players, maybe on other positions. And we are closing this forward list that increase their value with Musa, now at 11.3. This double round week is potentially a sign that Musa is back. So it's now a good time to pick him up with just 11.3 credits. On the right hand side, we think Lyles should bounce back. Didn't have the best of the double round weeks, and also there were other players that stepped up during that period. So we think Lyles with 14.2 is a good choice. And of course, we do have here Moneke. He's been quite good the whole year, so it's rare to have him on a discount. Just a 0.5 credits discount, still expensive, 16.5. So if you can get the potentially the most expensive players at the forward, like Vezenkov, Moneke is going to be potentially a good option for Cervenos Vesa, they're playing against the Olympiacos. Moving on to center position, here we have Gabriel recently playing quite well, have a very good double round week, and we think he's going to keep getting the minutes and being the focal point of the center position. Similarly, Fernando has proven lately very accurate and good for Partizan. You can see still below 10 credits, and in this list actually we have two more players below 10 credits that we think are very decent options. One is Kai Jones. He does the little things quite well, getting rebounds, scoring under the basket, and with it, potentially dunking. So not risky options. So he's, with the way he's playing right now, he's actually stacking the fantasy points, just 8.6 credits. And then even cheaper option, Sacco recently has been quite good, so mainly looking at his value, just 7.4, you have the ability to have something very decent below 8 credits, the Valencia center. On the other hand side, we have his teammate, Pradilla, that now is on discount, 0.5 discount versus the prior week, also below 10 credits, just 9.2. We think he's going to have a decent game. And with that, let's move on and see what happened in this quite catastrophic for us double round week.
And you see the disaster in front of you, minus 1.2 credits in total. But the main reason for that, it was that every big name that we, let's say, gave everything on, for round 26 it was Tavares, for example. Round 27 it was Francisco, didn't pan out. So you see, for round 26, Coach Katas gave us 10 fantasy points, but you see round 27, Coach Brodovic gave us -5. So nothing worked for us this week. A lot of, we have only 4 changes that you will see later on, but changes needed. Only Vezenkov played for around 27, but we had the wrong captain choice. The only player from both rounds that performed, it was Lee, and he is, if I remember correctly, he's around 8 credits right now, 8 or 1.1 or 1.8,
8.5. Yeah.
8.5. So he is a name to keep an eye on. If you want to bring him now, bring him in to your team. So he was the only consistent player in this double round week. We want to forget this double round week very, very fast. But before that, let's see the coach of the week.
Yeah. Let's move on then to coach of the week, and this is no other than Pedro Martinez for Valencia. Around 28, they're playing at home versus Villeurbanne. Price is just 7 credits. It's not the cheapest option you could have. but is a very decent option, and we think Valencia has what it takes. They play great basketball. They even won overtime in Israel versus Hapoel. So we think they're gonna keep on their position. With another win, keep their position within the top 6. They're fighting for a spot in that top 6, even top 4. For the home court advantage. The only thing I would mention is that Valencia lost in ACB this weekend, but we don't think that to be any reason not trusting him for bouncing back and having a great game versus ASVEL. So with that, let's move to our team and see what else we have there.
So you see, we had, as I said, only 4 trades that we can do. So we wanted to bring in back Tavares and James. James was the guard that we wanted to bring in to our team. And then Tavares worked out because all of them play in turn 2, similar to Caboclo. So we wanted to have also a captain for turn 2. For turn 1, our captain is Vazenkov. So we kept also Lee and Jones at center, Angola as well. For coach, we wanted Martinez because of the performance. Valencia is having really good performances lately and very steady team. So we kept also Kalaitis and Samadurov, the fillers for the team. Miller McIntyre, this is the bet that we took, let's say, for this week. Crvena Zvezda is playing versus Olympiacos away, but we believe Miller McIntyre will bounce back and have a decent game for Crvena Zvezda. Then also Angola, if he keeps performing like this, he with 10.9 credits is a good choice to have at the forward. Bill, any recommendation or anything to add?
Yes, I will add that Martinez is not just the coach of the week. I think he's the coach of the year. But we see, when the awards come, how it turns out. But they are playing amazingly this year. In terms of our choices, as you can see, we are betting again on Vazenkov, and if that doesn't play well, we have James as turn 2 captain. Yes, we're trusting Caboclo because he's on a very good price, just 8.2. But really, it's just the 3rd game in Euroleague, that one with Dubai. So we see how that turns out and whether we keep him or not. But we give him now a good chance to prove us right or wrong. But for this and more tips and choices, you can also find us on Real Hooper's website. Have a great week and see you next time.
Yeah, guys, enjoy the games and see you soon.